Behind the Red Line, Episode 75, The Murder of Marcia Hines, the Cape Town Killings They Ignored. South Africa, 2002. A sex worker murdered, a city full of bodies, and a police force that looked away as predators hunted freely. Cape Town, South Africa. Beautiful by day, violent after midnight. Between the late 1990s and early 2000s, the bodies of sex workers began appearing everywhere, in alleyways, along highways, in fields, in bushes beside luxury neighborhoods. One of those women was Marcia Hines, a mother, a fighter, a survivor, until the night a predator chose her. The police didn't hunt her killer. They didn't warn the public. They didn't protect the women being slaughtered. They just waited for the next body. This is Behind the Red Line, Episode 75, The Murder of Marcia Hines, the Cape Town Killings They Ignored. Cape Town in the early 2000s had a booming nightlife. Bars, tourists, money, sex, and a red light district centered around Green Point, Sea Point, Woodstock, Observatory. These were the streets sex workers walked to survive, and predators knew exactly where to find them. Between 1997 and 2004, over 50 sex workers were murdered in Cape Town alone. Most strangled, some stabbed, some left fully exposed, some dumped half a mile from police stations, and almost none solved. Marcia Hines was 27 years old. She grew up in a working-class Cape Town family. She had a son. She had a soft voice, a careful smile, and friends who said she loved too easily. But like so many women trapped by poverty and apartheid's aftermath, Marcia turned to sex work to support herself. She wasn't reckless. She wasn't careless. She followed safety rules the women taught each other. Watch the cars, memorize plates, never get in with more than one man. But none of that mattered, because the man who picked her up that night wasn't just a client. He was a killer. On a cold night in 2002, Marcia was working near the main road in Green Point. A white sedan pulled up, a car several women later said they recognized. She leaned into the window, spoke briefly, got inside. It was the last time anyone saw her alive. Hours later, residents walking their dogs near 3 Anchor Bay found something in the sand dunes. A shape, a body, a woman. It was Marcia. She had been strangled, clothing pulled, marks showing she fought. She fought hard, but not hard enough to survive. Marcia's murder wasn't isolated. It was part of a pattern Cape Town authorities refused to acknowledge. In the years before and after her death, sex workers found strangled near highways, bodies dumped in bushes along DeWall Drive, women thrown behind the beachfront promenade, others left in industrial areas outside town. Many had the same injuries. Many were last seen entering cars with similar descriptions. But police dismissed the crimes as the risks of the lifestyle. What they didn't say was they weren't investigating, not properly, not urgently. Serial killers thrive where police don't care. And Cape Town had become their playground. When Marcia's friends reported her missing, police told them she probably ran off. Wait a few days. Women like her disappear all the time. When her body was found, officers failed to preserve the scene, take footprints, collect nearby fibers, canvass local CCTV, test Marcia's clothes for DNA. They even lost the initial report. One detective was quoted off record saying, "These cases don't go anywhere. Don't bother." And so, the killer walked free. There were 3 major suspects tied to Marcia's murder and the broader killings. 1. The beach strangler, a man seen cruising the sex work strip almost nightly. Multiple women reported escaping his car after he became violent. 2. A former police officer. Several murders appeared meticulously staged, like someone who understood investigations. 3. A group of organized predators. Some believed the murders were not the work of one man, but several clients, working separately, but using the same hunting grounds. But without proper investigations, no one was ever charged. Marcia was one of more than 50 women murdered in Cape Town's sex trade era. Some names were printed in tiny articles. Some were never identified. Some were found with only first names, or none at all. Women like Yolanda, Shireen, Maggie, JJ, countless migrants trafficked through Nigeria, Somalia, and Zimbabwe. They vanished into the shadows of a city that sold luxury to tourists and death to the vulnerable. Marcia's killer was never caught. Her family never got justice. The reasons were predictable: police bias, lack of resources, corruption, unwillingness to protect sex workers, evidence mishandling, a system that valued some lives and ignored others. In South Africa, sex workers said the same sentence for years: "If someone kills us, no one will care." And predators knew that. Marcia Hines was not disposable. She was not a nameless body. She was a woman trying to survive in a world designed to break her. Her murder became one more wound in a city full of ghosts. Ghosts of sex workers whose stories were buried beneath indifference. But tonight, we breathe life back into her name. This is Behind the Red Line, Episode 75, the murder of Marcia Hines. The Cape Town killings they ignored.